All right. Well, we are here, and this is not quite Masan, but we're here with Reynad. And he ended up not defeating Kungan, and you were telling us about that and how you're sick with a lot of different things. I mean, I thought your explanation of why you lost the game as the hunter was pretty funny. So why don't you tell us about that?
Yeah, so the first game, I end up playing hunter, and he picks handlock, and it's best of 3 blind pick, so good matchup for me.
Yep.
Anyway,
what would you say? 65?
Yeah, 65, 70, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So he gets to go first. Very important. He goes, Sun Fury into Farseer into like 4-drop, has 2 Sludge Belchers, Siphon. Just like, great draw from the Warlock side. So it's pretty close. He's definitely actually ahead in the mid game.
Mm-hmm.
And it gets to a point where I play a high main on a board, and I click the Hunter's Mark in my hand. He has like a Defender of Argus and a massive 5/7 Twilight Drake. And I drag the Hunter's Mark over to the Twilight Drake, and my mouse, like my finger never goes off the left trigger, but the mouse like DCs, so it thinks I released above the Defender. So the Defender gets Hunter's Mark instead of Twilight Drake.
Okay.
And then later in the game, like 30, 40 seconds later, I try clicking on cards in my hand to play them. There's like 5 people watching, and the cards won't, the click just doesn't work. It just died. So we have to switch out mice in the middle of the turn to a different mouse, and then I just play out the rest of the game. Ended up losing that one. And then there was this whole fiasco over whether there should have been a remake and all that. I mean, Kungan was ahead. He was most likely going to win that game, but I think I would have won if I drew a second kill command or another high main, and I had a lot of draws to do that. So it's kind of a shitty way to lose, but yeah. Anyway, ended up not being a remake because it's just there's no mechanical failure rule or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's fine. I have to 2-0 with handlock. So play the handlock mirror, and obviously that was a stomp, and then the handlock hunter. It's a skill matchup. It's like a warrior mirror when Ragnaros isn't involved, or what's another good example? Priest mirror, or like Druid versus Ramp. Those are skill matchups.
Didn't we see Kungan versus RDU and Kungan won that one?
Kungan lost.
No, I believe Kungan.
It was less. It was. Did he win?
Yeah, Kungan won the handlock mirror.
Yeah, like I said, skill matchup. And
okay,
we had
so you're better. You're better than Kungan and way better than RDU.
Handlock is at handlock.
Oh yeah.
At the handlock mirror.
Okay.
That's the only deck I know how to play really.
Okay.
The other 8 classes, I don't really know anything about. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, we get to the 3rd game, and this time, his other deck is Hunter, which sucks for me because bad matchup. And
yep.
I'm stuck on handlock because this format's phenomenal, and blind pick best of 3. And so yeah, we play the game, and it's super close, and I end up being really far ahead in the end, and he needed top deck any 3 mana or cheaper beast to win, and of course he did. And I also needed to brick on a 25% chance to life tap into lethal, which I did. So yeah, the last game wasn't super interesting. I mean, could have won but didn't. But yeah, the first game was a little frustrating. And yeah,
is Kungan actually advancing in his group? I haven't checked out that.
No. He's 1-1 now, I think, or something.
Okay, so it's yet to be determined. I see.
Yeah, I mean, events like this make me really just not want to play tournaments anymore. I don't know if I'm gonna anymore.
Well, you're 1-2.
I'm gonna go scream into a pillow.
1-1, and Kungan is 1-1.
There's no way.
I think there's actually some odd set of games where you guys can tie right now.
Yeah, if one of them dies and the other 2 lose to each other, then yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I don't think you're technically out of the tournament yet, but you're going to need miracles. Yeah. Well, that kind of sucks.
There's a car rental place next door. I might rent a scooter or something. Just kind of drive down China somewhere.
Sounds
out the city.
Sounds pretty okay. And if we never hear from you, I guess that didn't work out so fine.
Better to die on a tragic moped accident in the middle of a Chinese desert than to live playing Hearthstone events in a best of 3 format could.
All right. Well, we'll see whatever matches happen in that group. I'm actually kind of curious because a lot of people really hated on Kungan making it to the tournament.
Yeah, he played like shit, and he won anyway. That's why best of 3 is
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, okay.
His games were... Okay, our games weren't streamed. I don't think he played too badly in our games, at least from my side. It seemed fine. The Hunter Ming match, though, was infamously...
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know if you
we
caught
casted
it,
that.
but Hunter Ming replicated his low. The only way he would lose one game was not playing a taunt against like a rogue or something, and that's exactly what he did. He ended up playing. He ended up playing Molten Giant Lotheb and died to Leroy SI7.
Yeah, that was me. I was the Leroy SI7 guy.
Oh, you liked that, didn't you?
Yeah.
That was the low.
That was the,
every other combination of cards you would have survived.
Yep. And then he did the same thing against Kungan, where any combination of plays and or attacks that didn't involve proccing Snake Trap, they let him win that game.
Yeah.
And then he made the only sequence that let him die to the one kill command.
Yeah.
Kungan is really good at having double kill command in the first half of his deck against Handlock.
I guess so. But even though I guess you didn't do so well in the rest of the tournament, but we thought the game where you played Handlock versus the Secret Mage.
Yeah, I played really fucking good.
Yeah,
everyone would have lost that game.
I actually think that was the best played match of the tournament so far.
So, I think I played well this entire. I didn't make. I made him actually in that game. Surprised. That was like the game where I think I made a mistake. The turn where I was trying to deal with Sylvanas and I decided last minute to life tap. Should have done that. Should have life tap first, obviously. But
yeah,
that was like the only game where I feel like I made a mistake this tournament. And I was also happy with my deck choices. Mm-hmm. And when all of those factors come together, I'm not that jet lagged. My mind's in a good place, and I still managed to lose to Kungan. Even
your mind is still in a good place.
What do you mean? Yeah. Well, in Stockholm, it was terrible. It was like jet lagged and felt like crap.
I see what you mean.
Yeah. Here, I feel fine. So
okay,
it's like all the factors were here. Everything was good, and I lost to Kungan. So might be the last tournament I accept.
I like Kungan. He's the warrior god.
In what? World of Pandacraft or whatever. Craft peace script, not war.
All right. Well, maybe we'll see you around, or maybe you'll get that scooter you're looking for.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right. Well, I think we're going to get Masan finally on the seat, and this game should be starting anytime soon. So we'll see how that plays out.
All right.
See ya.